Thanks. Thank you, guys.
It is awesome to see that.
You know, we made some critical stops when we had to. Thought we played well on third down overall. You know, I think 27% completion or conversion percentage. But obviously, a lot of things to clean up. You know, we had a couple opportunities early where we could have forced them into a 2nd and 15, those type of things, and we just missed a lot of tackles. You know, I think that we have to work on that this week because it just showed up. You know, obviously trying to pick challenges on that next week. But had quite a few times where we were in a position to make a play, and we just had to execute a little bit better.
It's just playing good complimentary football.
Yeah, I think from the start of the game, man, he was locked in. I came with a silence. Like, I'm on fire, coach. You got to put me back in. I'm like, yeah, I hear you, you know. And so he did a really good job. And when it mattered the most, and he was, you know, calling the guys up and getting them ready to go, and giving a great mindset for the team all night.
How tough was it with Gentry? I know you threw him out there for one play, and just to see him go out, he was trying to be real resilient, get back out there. How tough a blow was that?
You know, I mean, obviously we love Gent. He's a heck of a player, and he just has had a lot of injuries. You know, just kind of one of those guys that's always kind of banged up, and hopefully it's nothing serious, and he'll be able to come back again next week and help us. Because when he's good, man, he's one of the best in the country. So we need him for sure.
Consider how long defense was on the field throughout the game. What does it say about that? That kind of step up the stop.
You know, I tell them all the time, man. No matter what happens, like we control what we can control. You know, and so whether it's the ball's 1 second left with 1 yard to go, or it's the first play of the first quarter, man, our standard doesn't change. You know, how we play, how we perform, and you tell me we got to get to go win the game on defense. Good. That's what I want. That's how I want to think. That's how we want to do. When we got in the huddle, that's what they said. You know, good. If we get an opportunity to go stop right now, you know, and then we do. We get the safety right there, and then come back and do it again. But they never wavered, and I was proud of them for that.
Gracen Halton has kind of become that playmaker in that station.
Absolutely, man. Gracen did a great job, you know, just doing the little things really well. You watch the play, you know, just getting width and beating the guard right up the field, and you know, nothing spectacular per se, just really good at doing his job. And then he's a heck of a talented player. So when it came down to the moment to make the play, he could. So proud of him. I mean, just his development, his growth. You can just see that the passion's there and the ability's there, and just he's an awesome player. You know, I see the commitment. You know, I mean, everybody wants ready-made products all the time. You know, the guy shows up, he's got this, he's supposed to be all these things, and the reality is it takes work. You know, it takes work to be great. It takes work to consistently improve every day, and he's a guy that bought into the work. You know, that throughout the summer, man, he got stronger, he gained weight, he did everything he needed to mentally to get prepared, and you watch him in camp, and you sit there and be like, yep, this is what we expected.
The last couple of years he's kind of been known as pass rusher. What's he done?
You know, I think just the strength and the toughness it takes to play the position is so high at that spot, and just the development both physically and mentally over the last year, man, he's really matured and he's coming to his own, and you know, you see it out there now, and so he's a guy that, man, we trust to go out there and execute.
What's it take when your offense is doing much? Your defense keeps having to go back out there and get stuff.
Well, we're a team, so you know that doesn't bother us at all, man. It's every time we get an opportunity to go on the field, that's a good thing in our minds, right? Got another chance to get a sack, another chance to get a TFL, another chance to get an interception, and so we're excited, man. And we take a win however we can get it, because man, there's going to be a game where they're going to bail us out, and then vice versa, because it's a team sport.
A few things about having a firefighter mentality out there. Just how do you guys instill that?
I guess my question would be, what's a firefighter mentality?
Going out there and putting out fires.
Oh, I got you, yeah. I mean, it's just, like I said, we try and play to a standard every time we take the field. And that's what we preach, that's what we talk about, that's what the guys are, you know, hearing from us every day, and they say it to themselves as well, because that's what we want to be. You know, and hey man, we play to a standard, we don't play to an opponent. And so it doesn't matter the situation, how it is, what's going on, that's what we're going to try and do.
One of the first things, we practiced all week. Practice from day one. It's him trying to make plays, him learn the defense, him know what he's doing, man. Your show tonight. You baby, great play.
Disappointed in
know, the missed tackles that he had, he felt like he had to like crap and so what does that say about him? Leadership, just how far he
Man, he's always trying to get better, you know, and that's why he's so successful. You know, nothing's ever good enough, and I think that's always the mindset. I think I've got the same type of thought process, man. We can shut him out and win by 100, and it's still there's going to be some things we can improve on. You know, he's got that same thought process as a mature guy that's been around, man. He knows that probably 3 or 4 of those plays, man, he wish he could get them back. You know, because he makes the play there. Maybe we're off the field. We're not in the situation we're in. So I think all of us want to be the best versions of ourselves all the time. So he's certainly a mindset and type of guy that way.
What do you going into the next game and having that tackler? How do you guys score? Come back out.
Come back, dot the I's, cross the T's. Get back to what we need to do.
Kind of show the resolve
back right.
I think so. You know, we had a couple times where, you know, we kind of gave them, they got the ball to, you know, around the edge of plus territory, field goal range, and we stood up every time. You know, in the second half after that first series, and you removed that penalty, which, you know, I don't know on that one, but they get an opportunity right afterward. And usually when you get a big penalty like that on the drive, that's you're more likely to give up points. Just rate statistics say that. And so the resilience to come back and to be ready to play, I thought we did a really good job, man, in that kind of middle of the field area of just not letting them, you know, get down there to a point where they could score.
Gracen's great sack looked like he was just so fast, the offensive line couldn't tackle. Was that simple, or did he do something else to just blast through there?
You know, I got to be honest, I was looking down the field, so I'm not 100% sure. I know he was there fast, so however he did it, I'm fired up for him because it definitely helps.
I just love the versatility of
Such an incredible play by him. It looked like that the offensive lineman couldn't even grab.
No, that's awesome. I'm sure I'll see it on tape here in a minute.
With Houston just dominating like time of possession and the defense like keep coming through, what does that show about like the toughness of the group?
Yeah, I think, you know, the toughness of this program, you know, it starts with Coach V, man. It's just every day, you know, we have a standard. We're trying to be the best, trying to be the best all the time. And so the resilience and the toughness that comes with that, you know. And I think that as we got, you know, progress through the game, we progress through the season, man, you can just see the maturity of the guys on our side of the ball in particular. You know, we got a lot of like 6-year veteran guys that have been through the fire. You know what it takes to win. And so it's, you know, as things get hard, they get better. You just see that in Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman and Ethan Downs. I mean, you talk about leadership, they got it. And that certainly helps, you know, drive everybody else around.
Yeah, I've been around here a lot, so I was wondering how do you handle situations when Kendall Novi gets a 15-yard penalty at a key moment? What kind of discussions do you have with a player like that?
You know,
things like that. When things happen.
On that one, Coach V took it, so I didn't have to say anything on there. He grabbed him, took him off to the side, and so I was kind of focused on playing the next play right there myself. So, but man, you know, it depends on exactly what happens, and obviously, you know, kind of the situation per guy.
All right. Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Zach.
Yep.